What's up, guys? This is Brandon,
Joey, Matt
from Highwater, and these are our crazy tour stories. It's the first tour we've done in this RV. It all started out on the way out. My wife was driving, she's a very small individual. This is a very large vehicle. So it started with going through a construction zone, which turned into a one-lane highway, which turned into a cement wall on one side and a guardrail on the other side. Out of nowhere, the guardrail kind of bent out, leaving about an inch or two maybe on each side of the RV, which led to it dragging up the entire side. So we got banged up a little bit. Nothing was broken. The trailer was a little messed up. He sledgehammered the tires back in place. We actually found out that I don't remember which one it is. iCarly, the Disney chick, actually happened to her bus like the week before, as well as like multiple RVs the same week. So that was the first incident. Then about a week later, we blew our transmission in Texas. So we had to stay in Texas for 3 days, which was nice. We got to rest. It would have been pretty hectic week and a half before that, so we get to rest for a little while. So training took us about 3 days to fix. Basically just put a bunch of cash in a pile and burned it up, which is always fun to do. And we got back on the road after missing a few shows. We then crossed the border to Canada, got through Montreal, stopped off to at a KOA to do some RV maintenance, and our drummer Kyle was backing up the RV slowly. Didn't see a pole, rubbed a pole at about 4 miles an hour. No one saw it, and literally ripped the back of our RV off. I fully lost it. We ended up making a joke out of it and screwing the thing back on and having a nice little, we took it to get repaired. Made it to the show the next day, needless to say, where we then had the craziest storm I think I've ever seen. Our RV got stuck in the mud the next night. We had to be towed out of the mud. They came to pick myself and Matt and my wife and our drummer up at the top of the hill.
After we waited for a really long time to get towed out by this like 18-wheel tow truck, got us out of the mud, and we finally get out to this place. We're like hauling butt through this big long dirt field, and we finally get out onto solid ground. We're going up this hill, and these truck drivers that are behind us are in the mud, and they're about to do the same thing. We need to get out of their way, and these dudes are yelling at us to go up the hill. So we go up the hill and turn right on this street. Turns out that the street is a one-way road, which no one told us. You really couldn't tell in the venue what it was, and we just turn right and we go up this thing, and the cars start coming towards us in our freaking mud-covered RV. We end up having to jump onto another road. Instead of making the turn around to come and pick up the rest of the band, roads led us out of where the venue was, which is on an island. We had to cross a bridge, go into the city of Montreal, and then finally find a place to turn around, come across the bridge again, come back, and then pick them up. It was an hour trip, and then Pauling, who we were having trouble finding, walked back to the original place that the RV was, so then we had to wait to find him again, and we were all just confused.
It was 4 days ago.
And then yesterday morning
was where it all came full circle. Joey was driving. A semi-truck comes out of nowhere, blazes by us, starts coming over into our lane.
Completely.
Joey does what he needs to and starts merging left to not be slammed by a semi, which in turn whipped us into the fence. Median and trashed the entire side of our RV, broke the axle on our trailer, and once again popped the back of our RV off. The other side. So we got out, and at this point we were all decently numb to the activities that have been happening, the events. So we're just like, let's go get this fixed, I guess. Let's figure this one out.
Let's go buy Gorilla Tape and self-tapping screws.
We got to the venue. Yeah, we finally got to the venue. The whole entire tour was really awesome. We were able to get our gear on a semi for a couple days. We were Black Tide let us use their gear for the show. Some of the production people got my wife some medical attention because she had flown out of her bunk.
Rockstar dudes hooked us up. We packed all of our gear on the Rockstar truck.
Everyone was very, very nice. Was very caring and cool. We ended up reattaching the back of our RV, taping up the side cracks, tarping up the side panels that were blown off. Here we are today in Chicago.
Keep going.
Keep on going. I figured this crazy tour story really was a group of crazy tour stories that are a testament to hardworking band that we are.
The theory behind being in a band.
Yeah, theory behind being your band.
Being
If
our
anyone
band.
thinks that it is easy, let this be a lesson to you. Being in a band is not easy.
But we made it, and we're still going, and we plan on continuing to go as long as we can.
The world needs rock and roll. You just got to get to the next town.
That's it.